Hey everyone, today we're talking about dreams. You know, not the weird, chaotic ones you forget 2 seconds after you wake up, but those other ones, the ones that stick with you, the ones that feel important. We're going to explore this idea that some dreams are actually a sign that something really deep and powerful is happening inside of us. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You wake up and maybe you don't even remember all the details, but this powerful sense of calm or this quiet, lingering emotion, it just stays with you. It feels less like a random movie your brain cooked up and a lot more like a message meant just for you. Well, according to some really ancient Indian spiritual traditions, that gut feeling you have is totally spot on. These kinds of dreams, they are not random noise at all. They're actually powerful signals that your subconscious mind is hard at work, going through this deep process of healing and letting go of old emotional baggage. So to really understand these signs, we kind of need to look at the spiritual blueprint, the framework for all of this. See, in Indian philosophy, dreams aren't just brain static. They are a window into a really profound process. So let's dive into that framework. Okay, so this is called swapna avastha, which literally means the dream state. And here's what's so fascinating. It's considered one of the 4 fundamental states of consciousness. That means it's just as important and real as being awake. So in this view, dreams aren't an escape from reality. They are their own different dimension of reality. So what is our subconscious mind actually doing in this dream state? Well, it's processing something called samskaras. You can think of these as really deep emotional imprints from our past. You know, all the old hurts, the joys, the big experiences, everything that's left a mark on us. Emotional fossils. I mean, that's just the perfect way to put it, isn't it? They're buried deep inside of us. And these healing dreams, that's our mind carefully, gently excavating these fossils. And it's not doing it to make us relive the pain, but so we can finally understand them and ultimately let them go. Now, this emotional digging process isn't just happening on its own. It's actually being driven by 2 incredibly powerful dynamic forces. And in Indian mythology, these forces are personified by 2 of the most significant deities you can imagine. So here's where you see this incredible cosmic dance happen. On one side, you have the energy of Shiva, the dissolver. In our dreams, this energy shows up as destruction. But for the sake of renewal, it's breaking down that old, hardened emotional pain. You might see this as silent landscapes or even fire, but the key is you don't feel afraid. And on the other side, you have Vishnu, the restorer. His whole job is to bring back balance and inner order, what's called dharma. His influence results in dreams that feel calm, stable, and almost like you're just a neutral observer. Okay, so that's the theory, but what does this actually look like in our dreams? Let's get into the evidence, the specific signs and symbols that tell you this inner release is actually happening. Let's break down some of the most common symbols of this deep healing. And remember, these aren't just random images. This is the language of your subconscious, telling you that some of that heavy karmic baggage is finally being let go. All right, so take this one for example. Dreaming that you're crying, but there's no fear attached, no anxiety. That is a massive sign. This isn't a nightmare. It's what you call a catharsis. It's your subconscious just purging old sadness that you simply don't need to carry around anymore. Or how about this one? You dream of someone from your past. Now, if the interaction is calm, if it's observational instead of being all emotionally charged up, that's a sign of karmic closure. It means the energetic tie to that person or that event has finally been resolved. You've made peace with it on a really deep subconscious level. Dreaming of a temple or some other kind of sacred space. This symbolizes a return to your own stable center. It's like a sign that you're reconnecting with your inner sanctum, your core self. You're finding that sense of grounding and strength all over again. And gentle water imagery, you know, like a calm river or a perfectly clear lake, that's a really potent symbol of emotional purification. You see, turbulent water might mean you're in distress, but calm water, that's a sign that your emotional body is being cleansed and brought back into a state of beautiful balance. Okay, now for a really crucial distinction, because not every intense dream you have is a healing dream. It is so important to be able to tell the difference between a true signal of healing and just a projection of the ego. So how do you tell them apart? Well, the key difference is all about how you feel when you wake up. As you can see, real healing dreams, they lead to a sense of calm, a reduction in craving. Ego dreams, on the other hand, they just ramp up attachment and leave you feeling agitated or needy or confused. So really pay attention to that emotional residue from your dreams. That feeling, that's the key. So if this healing process keeps going, where is it all headed? I mean, what's the ultimate destination of this inner journey that our dreams are showing us? Now this might be the most profound insight of all. The real sign of advanced healing isn't more spectacular or dramatic dreams. It's actually the opposite. As all the noise from the ego starts to die down, your dreams become simpler. They get quieter. Because in this wisdom tradition, truth doesn't shout to be heard. It arrives in silence. And that brings us to the ultimate takeaway here. The goal isn't just about chasing the fleeting emotion of happiness. True, deep healing, it's about cultivating a state of inner stillness. It's about becoming so internally balanced that the storms of life can pass right through you without ever uprooting you. So, the next time you wake up from a simple, quiet, but somehow meaningful dream, listen. Listen really closely. It might not be the loudest voice in your mind, but it just might be the most true. So what are your quietest dreams trying to tell you? Thank you for joining me on The Explainer.